Segment called Stump My Nephew. It's turned into a very popular segment. I hear about it all the time from folks. Found out a few years ago that Sam is a whiz when it comes to gun trivia, and smart young man, knows a lot about guns. So what we do is we get people like you, the listener, to send in a question that has to do with guns, gunsmithing, gun history, general firearms knowledge, and we don't let Sam know what the question is until he's live on the air. We read it to him. That's the first time he hears it. If we use your question, you get a shirt or a hat. If you stump my nephew, then you get a front sight membership, which is a lifetime of firearms training, pistol, rifle, shotgun. So, without further ado, Sam, you there, buddy?
Yeah, how are you guys?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
All right, you ready for the question?
Let's have it.
And this is, again, the first time you've ever heard this question is right now, correct?
Correct.
All right. George in La Jolla, he wants to know what kind of bullets get sharper and catch fire after piercing armor.
Oh, this is a fun one. Depleted uranium.
That's exactly right. Depleted uranium bullets used by the U.S. and Russian military.
Wait. Let me finish answering. So the way tanks fight other tanks on the modern battlefield, such that there are tank battles anymore, which there really aren't, is that they use what are called kinetic energy penetrators. And what that is the round consists of a long, pointy, basically a pencil, a giant pencil made of either tungsten or usually depleted uranium, if you're a country that enriches uranium. And it has an aluminum sabot around it, which just allows it to travel down the barrel correctly, because the barrel is a much larger diameter. And the sabot is discarded once the projectile leaves the barrel. The kinetic energy penetrator continues on. And depleted uranium, well, uranium in general has some pretty interesting physical properties, including that if you cut it the right way, then because of its crystalline structure, it will actually self-sharpen as it travels through armor. And it is what's called pyrophoric, which means that it catches fire when shaved into tiny pieces, like a lighter flint.
Pyrophoric, also my favorite thrash metal band. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
amazing.
See, my guess to the answer to that question would have been like Hollywood bullets. Yeah.
So they use talk about where do you get depleted uranium, and they're not only used in tanks, are they?
Do you sell it?
No, we don't. But as a civilian, you can own up to 30 pounds of unenriched uranium in the United States. Fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Always check your local laws. I don't endorse anything.
John, Joe, you can make your own ammo.
So you're really only going to have access to depleted uranium if you're a nuclear-capable country. What depleted uranium is they put uranium through a process called enrichment, which separates out the two isotopes. And what you're left with is what's called enriched uranium, which has a higher concentration of the uranium-235 isotope, which is good for power reactors. You need about 10%, or for nuclear weapons, you need about 90%. And the leftover uranium is almost completely uranium-238. It's not very useful for generating power or building nuclear devices. So what else are you going to do with an incredibly hard, incredibly dense, and extremely toxic material that gives you diseases if you touch it for too long? Well, you make weapons out of it. So they make kinetic energy penetrators for tanks, and for the autocannon in the A-10. The GAU-8 uses depleted uranium cored bullets.
Wow. Do they use them on small arms at all, or is it just on like, do snipers use them in 50 cals, or is it mostly anti-personnel stuff?
No, not that I'm aware of, because the benefits are really only mostly seen in larger caliber rounds. And
a 50 caliber doesn't really have a problem
doing anything.
Yeah, doing anything that they're using it for. So that big honking gun that they use in the A-10, that they use depleted uranium because it helps get through Russian tanks, right?
Yeah, it helps get through almost anything.
Anything at once. All right, my friend. Awesome job. I don't know how you knew that. I'm a little worried that you know all that, but I'm actually very happy you know all that. Good job, Sam. Awesome job.
Well, thanks very much for having me on. That's a fun question. There's lots more to talk about in that realm.
Awesome. Well, thank you, George, in La Jolla, for sending that question.
That was awesome.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.